there's a theme in psychology which is called repetitive compulsion. And that psychological trait actually has incredible insights in business as well, particularly in investing. And what it really means is that you have a tendency, you are compelled to repeat what you are most comfortable seeing and doing. And so when you have a psychological blind spot, this idea of repetitive compulsion just reiterates those loops over and over. And so it really takes somebody who can very dispassionately but empathetically point at those things and say, hey, why are you doing that? Or why do you believe those things that you do? Or why did that happen the way that it did? And in those 2 years, my reaction was anger. But underneath that, what I learned was that it's anxiety and fear. And then I basically went through a process to try to systematically unpack things. And at first, the things were super easy, meaning, okay, growing up in an alcoholic family, here are the byproducts for children. And there's a very famous book, I've mentioned it many times. It's written by this woman, Joan Woititz, and it's called The Adult Children of Alcoholics. But that was insightful, Ted, because it's like I could see through my own anger. I saw the anxiety and the fear. I could see this repetitive compulsion I had to behave in certain ways, the self-sabotage, the disbelief in myself, the imposter syndrome. And I was able to help fix it through my partner. But then the issues became much more subtle. And I would say now, 4 years later, the things that I deal with are much more pernicious because they are corrosive in very, very subtle ways. And the work is much, much harder. But it's this all-encompassing effort for me to talk with her about my personal life and business life and make good decisions. And then along the way, what I found are 2 therapists that helped me as well. And then I found 2 friends in my friend group who are really good listeners. I have a team of 5 people, but it's really led by Nat. And so I got, honestly, really, really lucky.